let's begin first talking a little bit about our candy melts. You can find them in this presentation. You can find them in little bags like this. They come in a variety of different colors, which is why I love them as well. And you can also use our candy colors to tint and get the shades that you need for a specific project or something in particular. And also remember that here in the description box of this video, we have the link of this project, or you can always log into wilton.com and find the project and also the tools that we need, especially the candy melts that we need for this project in particular. Also, we have our team from Wilton here in the chat. In case you have any questions, they will help us to answer all the questions that you have, okay? So let's begin. The first step for us is to create the leaves. For the leaves, I need two different shades of green. I'm using this light green. This light green is from these bags in this presentation, okay? And to get a darker shade of green, like I have here here in my bag, like this one, I added a little bit of candy color, the blue, okay? A little bit of candy color to my green. But again, you can go and click on the link of this project to get all the color combinations that I'm using here today. So don't worry about that, okay? These are the two different shades of green and leaves that I'm doing today, okay? Look how they will look, they look beautiful. So to do that, I'm going to use my light green, and I have a parchment paper over here, and I'm going to freehand a leaf just like that. You don't need to use a pattern. Let's outline the leaf first, like that. I'm sorry, but sometimes I'm doing it without looking, and then I'm filling in, just like that. If you want, you can leave the texture on your leaf, just like that. There we go. Here's the leaf, okay? But you can always tap to remove all the texture that you get from, piping the candy melts, like this. For this project, we need 7 leaves total. You can pipe 4 light green and 3 dark green. And whenever you have the leaves, I'm going to chill it for about 10 to 15 minutes until they are set. So let me put that over here. There we go. Let me take this one out. Okay. So we have our leaves ready, and we'll start making the petals of our flower. For that, we need a little piece of parchment paper. This one is 12 inches long, and I need a larger piece of parchment paper as well, okay? So just have these two handy, and I'm going to use 3 different colors of candy melts for making my flowers. Here I'm using some light pink, which actually it's, this presentation, but in a lighter color. I'm using also some coral, which actually I used my orange candy color over here to achieve this color. And then I'm using this darker pink, okay? So 3 different colors for making 3 different tones of flowers over here. So the first step is to add some candy melt on my parchment strip that I have over here. And then using my spatula, I know that maybe you won't see. Let me try to put this here so maybe you can have a better look to what I'm doing. Okay, here. Okay, so I have my little piece of parchment paper, and I'm using my spatula to smooth this a little bit. Let me put this over here, and I'm going to smooth this so that it covers all my piece of parchment paper. Just like that. Try not to make it too thin because it will break in lots of pieces. We want them a little bit thicker, like that. Let me show you how it looks like. And then I'm using my fingers just to remove the excess of candy melt that is there. When I'm done with this one, I'm going to place it on top of a larger piece of parchment paper, like this. And I'm going to start rolling, okay, from one corner to the other one, just like this. What we're doing here is forming the petals, and it will have like a curve on each petal whenever we freeze this one a little bit, and it will look very nice. So this way, this piece will go to the freezer again, 10 to 15 minutes. Will help us over here. There we go. Let me clean these. Perfect. Now I have one already done over here. After 15 minutes, you take this out of the freezer, and then the little pieces will break. That is what we want. You will have larger pieces, smaller pieces, okay? I'm trying to do it the way so that you can see how they break. I'm opening my roll like this, and they will start breaking. Let me place them over here, and I'm gonna show you how they look whenever I finish. Okay. So here I have it. I have larger pieces like this one. These ones I will use them for the last row of my petals, but I have shorter pieces like this one. This one will be the center of my flower, okay? So I'm gonna leave these ones over here. And to form our flower, I'm going to pipe a mound of candy melts. I'm using again a base, and here I have a parchment paper, and I'm going to pipe a mound of candy melt like that. And one suggestion that I give you is to use candy melts that it's not that hot. If it's room temperature, it's better, so that whenever you place the pieces of little candy melt, they won't melt. Okay, so let me start placing them over here. So I have this little one, and I'm starting here with the first one like this, and let me place another one in front. So for the center, I'm placing two little ones just like that, and I'm going to do it here because I need both of my hands, one in front of the other one, like if we were doing the flower bud, okay, just like that. And then I'm going to start placing my larger pieces. I have two, and then in front of the other one, and then I'm placing two larger pieces covering our first part, just like this. Okay, so I have the two in here, and then two in front of the other one. And then I'm going to continue forming my second and third row. Normally I form like 2 or 3 rows, depending on how big I want my flower. And I am starting to tilt my petals a little bit, out. So 1, 2, and 3. And then another row of more petals. You can break a little bit, the sides of your petals if you need some extra petals like that. And then I'm placing one next to the other one. 1, 2, 3. No, I don't like this one. Okay, so look at this. 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, I'm trying to open them a little bit so that it looks like a flower that it's more open, just like that. Just like that. This one is falling. And let me show you one that it's already dry, because it's easier for you to see. Okay, so I have my mound over here, which is the base, and then you can see the center of our flower, and then they start to open up. Okay, so whenever you finish piping and forming your flower, you chill this in the freezer for about 10 more minutes, and then we can start decorating our cake. To decorate our cake, I have here cake that it's already iced, and I want you to see the braid border that I've done over here. I did that using our tip number 5, which is this round tip, this little tip over here. And let me put this closer to you. And what I'm trying to do here is to form an X, but with 2 lines. So pipe 2 lines and then cross it to form an X. And then again, one side and then the other side, okay? So that way you finish your border. I have here, I hope that you can see a little bit what I'm doing. So I'm forming 2 lines and then crossing over and then again until you finish the border of your cake. Remember, pressure control, it's really important when you're making this. And then we are done here. And we're going to start placing our leaves and our flowers like this, okay? So I'm starting with 1 green, light green, and then a darker green here. And then I can place a little flower. You can attach everything using some icing, so it helps to stay there like that. Now I'm placing another one over here. I'm doing it upside down. And then here, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have these ones that are bigger over here. There we go. Okay, and then finish decorating with the 3 different shades of candy melts that we've done. And attaching them with our icing over here. Like that, and then to finish, we can place another one. Like that. So you can see, let me see if this one won't fall, how easy it is to make a flower decoration using our candy melts, okay? It's really simple. You don't need a lot of design on each cake. If you use different colors, I think it looks perfect. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope that this gives you another idea on how to use your candy melts.